People look at you like, it's the United States.
Yeah.
They don't even know. Isn't that amazing? Sometimes I just look around all these thousands of people, I'm like, they don't even know.
That's where she from, huh?
That is true, too.
I don't know about her.
She
got a different kind of spirit.
Find
out some stuff.
But what they gonna think when the sky like busts open? Like that is gonna melt their mind.
Yeah, literally, exactly. That's true.
Yes, literally, yes.
The scriptures tell you the people they're gonna lose it when the Lord comes back. You know.
Yeah, that's true. Like they're gonna make some people go a little crazy. Like
because the way he's coming back is the same way he left. And when he left.
Same way he left.
People can handle it. What's happening?
You love it. Now where's that? No, the chariot. This is how he's coming back. This is how he's coming back.
Yeah, like he's gonna come back bad. Like people still get there.
You ever see Independence Day?
It's been a long while, but yes.
Remember those
that big ship that covered the sky?
I think he's come back on a spaceship.
Yeah, that's when he's coming back.
That's how he left.
On a spaceship.
Yeah.
What you call a UFO? That's when he's coming back here.
That's how he left.
Yeah, I guess that is true, because like a UFO, like some of the terminology that we have come back to is like biblical meant.
And it's not aliens in there with big huge heads,
right,
big eyes.
Yeah.
Green aliens.
Yeah.
No, it's the angels of the Lord. But that's how he's coming back. He's coming back with the chariots. All right?
That's how he left.
So-called UFO.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm excited.
Yeah, you know. Man, if I may ask, what's your nationality? What's your background?
Well, my grandmother came from the country of Germany on a boat. She came to America. And then other than that, like, on my father's side, I have some Norwegian, some like European, I guess, like pretty recently.
Okay, well, you know, because you could be an Israelite, you may not be, but we're out here preaching salvation to Israel, you know, and you could possibly be an Israelite, you know, even though you might not see yourself on the sign, but you have some of our people that's of Israel that were scattered among all nations, so their seed mingled with all the other nations. So you're gonna have people that think that they're European, Caucasian, but they might be Israelite.
Yeah.
But you might have people that are that look like these people, but they might be of the actual Edomite race. You know?
Yeah. No, I thought about that, like the bloodlines of all those originals. Like obviously it's still within us. Like their great whatever grandchildren are walking this earth.
Exactly.
That's amazing. Have you been over to that area, like the Middle Eastern area, like Israel?
No, well, the scriptures tell you that when we were taken out of that land, we were never going to see it again. You know? Give me that, Jeremiah 28, real quick. And we never really had the means to do it anyway, you know? But right now, the people that are in that land right now are not the real people of the Lord. They're not the real
Yeah, that's why
Israelites.
that conflict's been going on, Palestinians and Israelites and Gaza.
The Israelis, yeah. No, I said Deuteronomy.
Yeah, those are Israelis.
Yeah, I heard that.
Give me Deuteronomy 28:16. It's a reason why these people haven't been back to Israel.
It's Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Most High shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee.
If you understand Egypt, the word Egypt is a Greek word. It goes back to the Greek word Egyptus, and it basically means the house of slavery or the house of bondage. So basically, what Moses told Israel when he was handing them the law, he was telling them, if you don't keep the commandments, these are one of the curses that's going to happen to you if you break his laws. This being one of them. Read that again.
And the Most High shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
Talking about what? Talking about our land. We're not going to see our land again. Go ahead.
Brought us into bondage.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies, for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
And that's what happened. That's give me the slaves. And that's pretty much how we came over here on ships, and we served our enemies as bondmen and bondwomen. And we were removed way away from our land. They brought us from off the west coast of Africa. You had slaves coming from Europe. You had certain of the Native American tribes that were being put on boats and shipped back over to the to Europe. You know, that's what happened to the true children of Israel.
So you're
Scattered.
saying that like sort of modern day slavery is like a biblical parallel to like God's Israelite people being again put into bondage.
Not parallel, it is.
It is.
It is. That scripture that he just read tells you how we came to America.
Yeah.
Egypt means bondage. Read that again and put bondage in there instead of Egypt.
And also get Revelation 11 real quick to show you that Egypt is talking about here.
Right now, today.
Get Revelation 11 and 8. But yeah, read Deuteronomy
Deuteronomy
28.
28 and 68. And the Most High shall bring thee into bondage again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
And that's what happened. No man was going to be able to redeem us out of our condition.
Save us.
You know, nobody was going to be able to. Nobody had the power to hop on boats and come back and say, "Hey, come back." That couldn't happen. You know. So that was part of the curse. Get
Revelations chapter 11, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city.
Now that's not talking literal. This is talking about spiritually. They're going to be spiritually dead in the great city. That great city is talking about Babylon the Great.
America.
Great Babylon is that great city. And we were brought over here to Babylon the Great to serve punishment and hardcore slavery under our enemies. The Lord did that to us because we disobeyed his commands.
You know, I was thinking this recently because, like I said, I just got through, I think I'm in Samuel right now, so when David just got called up to be king, you know how, like, the people are like, we want a king, we want a king. God's like, no, I'm your king, you don't need a king. But they're like, we want a king. God's like, all right,
Yeah,
I'll give you a king. He's like,
Yeah.
I told you, but since you want it, I'm going to give it to you. I'm like, that's Donald Trump. Like, damn, we brought this upon ourselves. We brought this upon ourselves, and we're going to take it down. That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
So, that's like the modern day. Like, to me, that's what I was thinking, like, all right, let's see where this goes.
It almost happened
Trump is
again.
he's a Roman he's a modern day Roman Caesar. You know, he's Emperor Trump. Yeah, go ahead.
And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
Which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. All right, this place is that's talking about America, because this place we serve hardcore bondage and slavery here. You can just go in the back of your dollar bill and you'll see the pyramid right there. You got a city called Memphis here in Tennessee. Memphis is a city. Memphis is a city in Egypt. All right, this is Egypt all over again, and we serve slavery here in this Egypt. And then it's also known as Sodom because what was ancient Sodom and Gomorrah known for? Their homosexuality.
What's going on in America?
This society is overwhelmed with the act of homosexuality. You got so many men sleeping with men, women sleeping with women, you know, and that's why they pass what same-sex marriage. You know, they have laws to protect them. You know, well that's abomination in the sight of the Lord. All right. So this is Sodom and Egypt. This is that place of confusion. Everybody's confused here in America, man. They don't know the actual ways of the Heavenly Father. They don't understand righteousness. You know, that's what the word Babylon means. The word Babylon is from the Hebrew word babal, which means confusion. All right? You come to America, you're going to see nothing but confusion. Transgenders, men wearing what pertains to men wearing what's pertaining to women, and vice versa. You know, bull dykes, you know, they wear pants, sagging their pants, they get tatted up. You know,
Think they stronger than men.
they're stronger than men. They try to fight men. Yeah,
And then you got laws to protect them for that shit.
exactly. So our people are spiritually dead in a confused state here in Babylon, still under their oppressors. So
But it's changing.
that's why we're not in Israel right now. We're basically, this is all fulfilling prophecy. Okay, finish that.
which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, where our Lord Yahweh Shai was crucified.
Yeah, basically our Lord was crucified here, meaning when our oppressors came here, they basically give me Caesar. What it means to crucify means to X out. When they came over here to our people, they covered the real judge. They X'd him out and put this face up. And then they came and taught Christianity. All right? They brought Christianity. Christianity has nothing to do with the Lord. That's man-made religion.
That's right.
Okay? All we have is the gospel and basically the word. All right? A lot of people don't understand that Christian was a derogatory term that was given to the men who are following after who the world calls Christ. Exactly. But Christianity, that was just man-made religion. You can control the masses with that.
Yeah.
You know?
Like the Pope.
Like the Pope, the Roman Catholic Church, the Vatican, they control the people with that, man. You know?
That gives me goosebumps. That's so like, that's
Hey,
real though.
Hey,
she might be a Jake, man.
hey, yeah, it's a good possibility. You reading the
beautiful,
Bible
she's
just to
receiving
read it? Yeah, she receiving it.
Yeah.
She came up humble.
Because the heathens, they can't really receive it,
No.
man. You know?
And when she said that, I got it.
Hey,
It's a spirit, you know, it's moving around.
Straight up, man. Hey, what's your question, man?
Right here. What is that?
You talking about the dollar?
You talking about that was basically a conspiracy about 9/11. You know, they pretty much already knew that they were going to take them towers down. That's what that referring to. You see the dollar bill folded up, and it looked like two towers, and you see that burning like a burning smoke right there in the middle. That's supposed to be the World Trade Center on fire. You know, hey, Shalom, bro. You know, hey,
Shalom.
Yeah, that's just, you know, that was a conspiracy.
But the most important thing on this here is this here.
Yeah, martial law.
Because this is what's coming.
The banning of email and cell phones.
All of that. But you see that gun?
Yeah.
That's going
The
to be
sword.
busting in people's homes.
Yeah.
Putting people in concentration camps.
Because basically it's going to be a point in time.
That's in the
when-
book.
Yeah, that's in the scriptures.
That's
It's
the
gonna
craziest thing because America thinks like, oh, it's untouchable. Like that's not gonna happen
no,
to us. Like,
no.
oh, you just wait.
Hey, you
You
know
just wait.
Hey, ask us some questions out before we go any further with her.
what?
Man, all that stuff. Is she married?
Oh. It's cool, you know.
Okay, there it is.
You're married.
I'm engaged.
You're
Okay.
engaged. Okay.
I'll be married in September.
All right.
Okay. Well, you know.
Well, she came up right.
She came up with the questions, you know.
Yeah.
Out of respect for the word, we usually ask women if they're married because the scriptures tell you if a woman learn anything, it's supposed to be from her husband.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
We don't like conversing with other men's women.
I see,
And,
yeah.
and you know, because basically we have an order.
Yeah.
You know, but I see that you really have a zeal.
Yeah.
That's why we're dealing
That's
with
why
you.
we're dealing with
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I don't want to put you in an uncomfortable state, but
Yeah, you know.
I like to listen.
you. You came up with things that most people who's supposed to know
Don't. They don't. Exactly.
So we dealt with you.
You guys read in Hebrew as well? Are you learning like?
yeah. We know a little Hebrew.
That's what I would really like to read in the Hebrew, or the scriptures in original Hebrew, because it was brought to my attention that like some words or some things in the English version have been kind of like messed with, maybe from like the original how it was
definitely.
intended.
Yeah.
It's like obviously this is like
Different
a man-made
languages.
book, and there's all these versions and this and that you can like take any way. That's why, of course, the Spirit is most important, because you have to read with the Spirit to help you have clarification
Exactly.
of what you're reading and that you're interpreting right. Because you could read anything. Like if I say, look that way, what do you see? You might see the balloon, you might see that building, you might see that. None of y'all's wrong. But it's like you have to focus on.
Spiritual discernment.
It's about spiritual discernment. It takes the prudence of learning and studying to be able to differentiate. You know, we're able to establish what versions isn't the right versions.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the Lord gave us the prudency to search those things out. You know, you got all those different revised versions of the Bible. Some of them are translated from manuscripts that are not even real manuscripts. You know, the reason why we deal with the King James is because he had his scholars and translators that was able to translate from the Textus Receptus, which was a Greek manuscript that was found in Antioch. And Antioch was where the Church of the Apostles was established. You have an account where the men of the Lord set up shop in Antioch. There's other versions of the Bible that was translated from a manuscript called the Alexandrian.
Second Ezra 14:23.
The apostolic line didn't come from Alexandria. It came out of Antioch. You know? So all those copies that's translated from the Alexandrian line, those are fake translations of the script. Basically, they're paraphrased Bibles.
You got a script for it right there.
14
Second Ezra 14:23.
Second Ezra 14 and 23. And he answered me, saying, Go thy way, gather the people together, and say unto them that they seek thee not for 40 days.
Yeah, keep going.
But look, thou prepare thee many box trees, and take with thee
Box trees are paper.
Yeah, paper. Yeah.
They was writing in paper.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Prepare thee many box trees, and take with thee Syria, Debria, Salemia, Icanus, and Asiel.
Scribes.
Scribes. Yeah, that's your scribes.
These 5 which are ready to write swiftly.
They're ready to write swiftly.
Yep.
And come hither, and I shall light a candle of understanding in thine heart, which shall not be put out till the things be performed, which thou shalt begin to write.
There you go.
And that's how we were able to get. That's how they left manuscripts. All these prophecies that make up the Tanakh, you know, which are the prophets.
That's from Acts that he just read?
No, that was from Second Ezra, Prophet Ezra.
Ezra
He had a scribe where he was able to write down all his prophecies on a scroll, you know. And basically, books are just copies of the original manuscript.
Right. Yeah.
That's all that is. That's why we still have the book today, and we're able to read it in the English because it was translated from other languages, so we can understand it.
Right.
You know, we know what the errors are and all that. You know, so that's what that is, man. And all the prophets did that. You know.
Yeah, it's amazing that after thousands
If you've seen the movie
years,
Book of Eli,
I have not actually.
you seen the movie? Okay, I can't even go into that then.
Yeah.
But basically in the Book of Eli,
with
Denzel Washington's character, I don't want to spoil the movie for you, but he was blind. But throughout the whole movie, you don't know he's blind until he gets to the destination that he's trying to get to. And the Bible that he's trying to get to where it is the King James Version 1611, which is in his hand, authorized edition. And when he got to his destination, he didn't have the book no more, but he was able to sit back and recite the whole book to the men who were going to write it down, and they wrote it down as he was speaking.
She was what, typewriting it, right? Or was she writing it?
I think they was writing. They was writing. I do believe
No. She was type.
She probably was typing, but it was.
Yeah.
You see, they was putting her in box trees.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was
it's a
constantly-
modern version of interpretation.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've heard the title, but I've not seen that movie.
You need to see it.
I will.
I think
I
I
like
just
them
spoiled
so.
some of it for you. But
That's
if you
all
see it, you're gonna be like, whoa.
Still kind of want to watch it.
Yeah, you need to check it out,
it's a good
man.
movie,
It's
man.
a good movie. It was very slept on.
It's about the apocalypse, man. Like basically how the state of the world's gonna be during the time of tribulation. It's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be a lot of dead bodies out here.
yeah.
It's gonna be famines, viruses, people dying of widespread disease. It's gonna be that all over, man.
Just like the book said.
Just like the scriptures
It's
say.
already happening.
All it's happening in other parts of the world.
But it ain't
But the
came
Lord
here
is
yet.
going to bring it here.
Yeah, we're getting
Because-
all mixed up in it.
This is
because
the grand
this is
finale.
Babylon the Great. Everybody,
You're right. Because
yeah.
This the
we're
grand
Make
finale.
America Great Again.
See that?
This the grand finale right here.
So what do you guys represent?
Israel. We represent the nation of Israel by nationality. This is our nationality. We were taught in the land of our captivity that we were just black, which is nothing but a color. You know, we were called African, American. Africa, that word Africa derives from Leo Scipio's Africanus. That was a Roman general, a so-called white man that ruled during the time of the Roman Empire. We're not African. America, that goes back to another Roman general, Americo Vespucci, you know? So it's time for our people to come back and get their true heritage and get the word of the Lord. Get this gospel, believe that who the world calls Jesus Christ. He came to save the nation of Israel, to bring deliverance. All right, he was a so-called black man from the tribe of Judah. And like you see where it says Judah Negroes, right? The Negro man in America, he's the real Jew. He's the real Jew. He comes from the line of Judah. You know? That's our true nationality. You know? And we're able to extinguish that through the prophecy. If we were to break down each tribe, we'd be out here for days. You know?
That'd be just scratching the surface.
Exactly, you know. But we got men, you know, our information is all over YouTube. You go on YouTube, type in Great Millstone Israelites, and you get all the information you need.
The Great Millstone.
Great,
Israelite.
all one word. Great Millstone, GREATMILLSTONE, Israelites. You know, and we got brothers all around the world. We're global. All over the world doing what we're doing right here and bringing this knowledge out, trying to wake our people up. Because right now we in the last days, and the Lord, this is what the Lord does before He visits the world. He's going to wake up His people. He's sending His prophets out to prophesy against the rulers that be, because the Lord's getting ready to bring judgment. And those of our people that wake up and they accept this gospel, they're going to be saved. But if you pass on, the Lord's going to judge you, you know? The Lord's going to get you. You know? So, hey, if you curious, man, and basically we preach the Bible, man, you know? You believe in the Bible, this is the word of the Lord, and this is vital to our salvation.
Well, I've always understood it as a bad thing, but I think I've had it confused with Christianity.
Yes.
You did. If you was in church here, you did have it confused.
Yeah.
You was going to church here in America, you did have it confused, just like we did.
Yeah.
Until we learned the truth and got to putting this together just like a puzzle, because it is a puzzle.
That's right.
I grew up in a very religious, like a certain religious group that's like very
That's a Joel. You ain't got to get
We're
that.
to be about like spirituality and the soul, about,
Give me Romans 13.
because I think some people write off God because like they're not able to understand what it's really about. It's like confusing, and the people that they meet,
13 and 11.
they're not very nice,
Like a lot of them are.
But also get, for me real quick, get, I believe it's Mark 4.
And again, all of the Bible.
No, not the mystery. It's a lot. That's not it. Basically, to repent for the kingdom of heaven is out here. I'm not sure if it's in the 4th chapter. But yeah, just go over there to Romans.
This is Romans 13 and 11.
Now this for you, brother.
This is Romans 13 and 11. And that knowing the time, now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
That's right, man. Basically, we gotta wake up to who we are and understand the purpose of our Creator, man. He's getting ready to do some things, you know. So that's our message is basically to show our people their transgression, you know, the sins that they commit. We gotta bring that to their awareness and tell them to turn back and repent from that. just so the Lord will have mercy upon them when He brings judgment upon the world.
Baruch, Baruch 2 and 29 and 30.
Yeah, go ahead.
Baruch. Papa.
Get
Oh,
that.
they have different names.
Yeah. Baruch 2, verse 29 and 30. This will get some clarity too of what he just read.
Baruch 2 and 29. If you will not hear my voice, surely this very great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations, wherein I will scatter them. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities,
In the land of their captivity, we're in the land of our captivity. We were brought here in slavery. Go ahead.
they shall remember themselves.
They shall remember themselves. Hey, good one, man. We're going to remember ourselves, and that's why we're bringing a remembrance who our people truly are, but because they lost it in slavery. It was beaten out of them, you know?
It's the first time I've heard it in this form. I like this.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 17. Jeremiah 17 and 4. Jeremiah 17 and 4. So right now, we're turning back to the Father. Now, we're in that time where the Lord is basically reviving our nation. Because we were dead, we were spiritually dead for a long period of time. Since we've been in captivity all these years, our people have been spiritually dead to the Heavenly Father, you know? Give me Jeremiah 17.
It's Jeremiah 17 and 4. And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
Yep.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
See that? Because our people went astray. Our people, they're a bunch of homosexuals now. That's sin. Our people, they worship all type of idols. You know, they worship Baphomet.
That's how we
in
do
the
it.
entertainment industry. They worship. What is that? It's always an Israelite that's worshiping an idol in a society. You know? That's an idol. Idol.
So is that a bad thing?
Yes.
Jesus Christos and Nigga no Plumber. No Plumber. See that? See our people. That's an example. Hold on.
No, you get educated.
Of our people.
You get educated.
They're spiritually dead.
You get
They're
educated.
being offended because
You need to get
our focus
educated.
is that who they
You
call
need to
Jesus
read that
Christ
book for what it
is a
is.
so-called black man.
Have you read Revelations 1 and 13? You don't know, because you wouldn't have said that. You in Babylon right now.
Hey, here's see.
You gonna find out though.
Brothers, don't
Stop eating them carnitas.
Calm down.
Stop eating them carnitas.
Calm down, bros.
No, I just had to get them
We
real quick.
understand that 2/3 of our people,
Yeah.
they're gonna still be spiritually dead. They're not gonna receive it.
But he gonna remember this incident.
Oh yeah,
That's why I gave him that.
That's true. Might stick with him.
Oh, he's gonna remember
This is Isaiah
when he's
1
getting his
and 2.
ass burnt up.
Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for the Most High have spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me.
See that? That was a prime
Perfect example.
They're on this side. Those were Israelites, the so-called Mexicans.
But you can't tell
They're
them that.
Israelites.
But they don't want to hear
But
that.
they're heavy into idolatry. That's
They
why the
love
Lord
this
had-
shit,
had
that
what happened to
image.
Ahab.
They love that shit.
The
Yeah.
candles and the saints and the prayers.
They
yeah.
love that. Them is idols.
The ox knoweth his neighbor.
They stuck on this.
God.
They stuck on this, man. This is deception. The reason why we got horns on his head, I mean, that's all for show, but really what it means is this image is a deception. The word devil is from the,
Greek,
I believe it's Latin,
Latin,
Diablo,
yeah.
which means
El Diablo.
deceiver.
Yeah.
They deceived with this, man.
Yeah, they're too
And
caught
you
up on
can't
what it
tell
looks
them.
like and having that idol, the image, rather than the.
Yeah, this image is a false idol. Our people were beaten. This was beat into them. And they can't
Yeah.
get it out their heads.
They can't get it out.
We tried to show that the reason why our people went into the condition that they're in is because they're worshiping that. They're not supposed to do that, and they just got offended because we showed them that that's an idol.
Truth offends.
The truth, you know, hey,
Yeah.
Just like when we show people that cobblestone in the back.
Oh,
You
yeah,
a so-called Muslim, you finna get offended when you
oh, yeah, our
find out
people
that
have
that
a problem with that,
cobblestone
too.
is nothing.
That's an idol. We ain't supposed to be worshiping stones. That's a rock.
Yeah.
You know? No, we're supposed to worship the creator and not the creation.
Isaiah, what were you saying from Isaiah?
Isaiah 1 and 3.
And his name is Yahweh, by the way. That's his name in the Hebrew. Yahweh. All right? That's who we worship. And his son's name is Yahweh Shah.
That's right.
All right? Go ahead.
The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know. My people do not consider.
Yeah, our people don't consider, man. The scriptures also, the Lord also said about his own people that they're sottish children. The word sottish means to be stupid. Our people are stupid, man. The Lord said that.
This is Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children. They have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge.
That's our people, man.
Wise to do evil. They know how to cook up crack. They know how to do all the shit that's evil. You can tell them all about. They do crack, get the baking soda, do this, do that. They wise to do evil. But to read that again.
It's Jeremiah 4:22.
They're wise to, when it comes to killing each other, gang banging.
They know all that shit.
You know, they're wise to do. They're wise when it comes to doing wickedness. You know?
For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding.
They have no understanding, like those people that came up, you know, those so-called Mexicans.
No understanding.
They had no understanding. That's why they got offended.
They weren't willing to take.
They was not willing to deal. Because we would have showed them, because it's funny how he started speaking English after the fact.
After the fact.
After the fact. But if we would have broken down to him, we would have went into
Revelations and Daniel and showed him the description of the Lord.
Daniel, you know, it would have.
See, the thing is, there's already Hispanic brothers who know this truth and they preaching it.
Yeah.
So it ain't like there's none that understand. There is some that are getting understanding.
Yep.
Where you come from? Are you from Vegas area, or do you try to travel around?
We're from the area. But we got, like he said, we got brothers all over the country, all over the world now. And that's what the Lord said. He said, what is that, Matthew 24:14. Read that real quick. This is what's going on right now.
It's Matthew 24:14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. And then the end shall come.
That's what's going on right now. See, the whole world is finding out that that image has been a lie. They finding out now that the Lord's name is Yahweh, his son's name is Yahweh Shah. They finding out that we are the biblical Israelites, the Hebrew Israelites. This gospel will be read again.
It's Matthew 24:14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all the nations. And then the end shall come.
Then the end shall come.
Then shall the end come.
And it's and we're speeding up. Don't you see all the calamities happening?
Oh, yeah.
Because this truth is coming out. The gospel means good news. The good news is this shit is finna end.
Have y'all listened to Kendrick Lamar's new album?
We got another one.
I know. Okay.
Everybody bringing that up.
We don't have to get into it again.
I mean, but he's,
Hey.
I mean, he's not wrong in the message that he, preached about, our people being Israelite, and we're not black. Black is just a color.
Right? Yeah.
But at the same time, with Kendrick Lamar, him acknowledging that he's an Israelite, he still has to take that proper step
Yeah.
to start to
To
serve the
live
Lord.
it and to be in it.
Because you can't be in a part of this wicked entertainment industry of this world and still serve the Lord.
But see, the Lord probably just used him for that bit of the gospel.
Yeah.
That's it. The Lord used him for that bit of the gospel. So you will know now, and anybody else
You
who's
said you
listening to
from
him.
Memphis, right?
Yeah.
We got brothers that teach in
Yeah,
Memphis.
we got brothers down there.
We got some brothers in Memphis,
Yeah.
So hey,
We
you an
definitely gonna
Israelite,
check y'all
brother.
out, man.
Check it out, man.
All right, brother.
All right.
Appreciate it.
But see, that little bit of that Kendrick said, the Lord used him for that little bit. So when it's time for judgment, everybody's gonna know. You've been told this,
Yeah.
and if you didn't search it out and find out what was going on, there's no excuse. Because ignorance of the law is no excuse, even in Esau's court. So the word is going out for a witness. Kendrick just told you, so here's a witness.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? And then this end will come. Now, even if Kendrick never says nothing else, the Lord used him for that there.
Exactly.
That's it.
See, because Kendrick can reach people
To spread the
that
gospel.
might not be reached.
But that was all he needed
He's
to do.
just a tool.
Yeah.
That's
That's
it.
all.
He was just
That's
a
all he
tool,
needed to do.
you know?
He did what his part was. The Lord said, "This is what I'm gonna have you say," and that's it.
Yeah.
I don't need you to say nothing else. I just want you to spark it and be gone.
Yeah.
Now his salvation depends on what else he does.
Yeah. That's
But
him and God.
he got the word out to let people know that the men on the street, we ain't playing.
Yeah.
That's why you had to ask. Because now you see the men on the street and you like, dang, that's the same thing he talked about. So now you know we ain't playing. The Lord is not playing, and it's going out.
I believe it.
And it's going out through all the nations.
Yep.
We got probably 2 minutes.
Yeah, well, we finna close out anyway, you know. But yeah, that's, you know, we out here, you know, prophesying to our people, man. And I'm not sure, like I said, we don't judge by flesh, you know, because a lot of people have a color thing. They think that when you associate the Israelites, they associate the Israelites with
Black
and white. We don't operate like that. It's according to the spirit. You know, you're gonna have Israelites that are all over. You know, they're gonna even look like so-called white people. You know,
Japanese, Chinese,
they're gonna
Korean.
look like Arabs, all that. You know, but their seed, their spirit goes back to the chosen people of the Lord. That's what we out here for. You know, but the people that we're prophesying against that rule the world. The Illuminati, you know, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, the people that really control all this, that's who we prophesying against. We prophesying against the children of Esau, the Edomites.
That's right.
And the Edomites are basically the people that are ruling the earth today. All right, the Lord's getting ready to take them down and bring these people back into power. They're going to rule in the kingdom of heaven. And all the other nations are going to be up under them. And the world's going to be in harmony because everybody's going to agree to the law, statutes, commandments as the law of the world. All right, it ain't going to be this nation over here, well, this is what we believe, and then over here in China, this is what we believe. You know, when who the world calls Christ comes back, everybody's going to be, they're going to all be ruled under who the world calls Jesus Christ and the Israelites.
Or die.
They're going to serve us too. You know, the people that put us in slavery, we're going to have them in captivity. You know, but we're going to do it the right way. We're not going to do it how it was done to us. You know, we ain't going to, you know.
You ain't going to cut off genitalia.
We ain't going to do all that. We're going to judge righteous judgment in our kingdom. You know.
You will be hit with an iron.
But there is going to be judgment though. that's for certain. It's going to be judgment, man. You know.
We got short. I'm just letting you know.
If you got one more
Get it out.
This First John 4:1. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of the Most High, because many false prophets are going out into the world.
Well, I mean, that's talking about false prophets, but you know,
try the spirit by the spirit.
Well, but it's saying check yourself. Like for me, like I feel like a positive spirit, you know, spiritual. Like so to me, this is truth. That y'all aren't just some crazy people saying this and that. Like this is truth. So.
Hey, well, you know, you have that zeal that an Israelite has.
Yeah.
You know, because usually a lot of Israelites they would condemn you like, nah, you're a white person, so there's no hope for you.